He was fighting this big boy.
A heavyweight.
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.
Gervonta Davis has taken his training to a whole new level, pushing himself beyond the limits most fighters ever reach. In preparation for his upcoming showdown with Jake Paul, Davis has been sparring against full-sized heavyweights, men who tower over him and outweigh him by dozens of pounds. Yet despite the size gap, he's standing his ground, matching their power with speed, precision, and relentless focus. Those inside the gym describe these sparring sessions as anything but routine. They're intense, high-stakes battles where Davis's lightning-fast combinations meet the raw strength of much larger opponents. In one particularly explosive exchange, witnesses say a thunderous series of punches from Davis left his heavyweight partner momentarily shaken.
Oh, no, you're right.
But tell people what happened.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring this big boy.
A heavyweight.
Heavyweight boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
Proof that his power translates well beyond his division. Every punch, every round, tells the same story. Gervonta Davis isn't training to survive, he's training to dominate. This isn't just preparation for another fight, it's a declaration of intent. Davis is ready to step into the ring and prove that no amount of size can outweigh pure skill, precision, and heart. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is once again commanding attention, this time by stepping into the ring with full-fledged heavyweights and taking control in sparring sessions that could easily pass for real fights. Known for his knockout power in the lightweight and super lightweight divisions, Davis is proving that skill, timing, and strategy can neutralize even the biggest size advantage. Recent footage from his training camp captures Davis in peak form, firing rapid combinations with
Look like you're playing pool with a short stick. Fall in between him. Fall in between him. Punch when he punch, yeah. Punch when he punch. Punch when he punch. Yep. They ain't stopped firing. We slowed down. Now we're gonna commence firing again. That's what we do. We reload and come back. Yeah, you ain't gotta get close, Tank, because we know you're scared to get close. Get close, Tank. Keep rolling, Cal. All the way down the road. Come to me, baby.
With surgical precision and forcing much larger opponents to stay defensive. His sharp head movement, flawless footwork, and control of the ring's pace reveal just how focused and disciplined he's become. Every punch is measured, every counter intentional, a perfect balance of speed, strength, and composure. As the highly anticipated matchup with Jake Paul draws near, one thing is clear: Davis isn't merely getting ready for a bigger opponent. He's crafting a statement performance, one that could redefine how fans view power, size, and mastery in the ring. Despite the noticeable size difference between Gervonta Davis and his sparring partners, Tank continues to walk into the ring against fighters who significantly outweigh him, and he's doing it with intent. These sessions aren't about testing brute strength, they're about refining the subtleties that make him dangerous. Davis uses each round to sharpen his distance control, dictate the rhythm, and preserve his...
Here's a clip of Gervonta "Tank" Davis releasing footage of him training and sparring with the heavyweight ahead of his showdown with YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul, that's set to take place November 14th in Atlanta, Georgia at the State Farm Arena. Tank Davis is 5'4" and he weighs in at 135. His last fight, he actually was 133 pounds. Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, and he weighed in at 199 pounds his last fight. And fight before that, he weighed in at 224 pounds. Gervonta "Tank" Davis has a 67-inch arm reach. This is why this fight has to be ruled an exhibition and not a real professional boxing match, because no boxing commission would sanction it. Let me know what y'all think about this. As you see, Tank Davis is using and working on movement. Let me know. I'm gone. Peace.
And preserve his explosive power while adapting to the force of heavier, stronger opposition. Inside his camp, this method is viewed as far from routine. It's a meticulously crafted plan designed to decode Jake Paul's unpredictable style before fight night. By studying how to maneuver around bigger bodies, reading their timing, foot placement, and reaction speed, Davis is systematically stripping away Paul's biggest advantage, his size. Every exchange in those sparring sessions serves a purpose. It's not about surviving the weight difference, it's about mastering the moment. With each round, Davis is building a complete strategy, one grounded in composure, precision, and the confidence that comes from preparation done right. When the opening bell rings, he won't just be ready for a bigger opponent, he'll be ready for every possibility the fight can throw at him. Former UFC star and seasoned fight analyst Chael Sonnen spoke candidly about the upcoming showdown.
Which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. My skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in. I want to say it was like 8 pounds.
The upcoming showdown, making it clear that Gervonta Davis isn't just fighting for himself, he's representing the very soul of traditional boxing. Sonnen acknowledged that Jake Paul has undeniably brought a new audience to the sport, but he emphasized that it's Davis's job to show the world the difference between spectacle and skill, between hype and true craftsmanship inside the ring. To Sonnen, this isn't just another big-name matchup, it's a crossroads moment for boxing's identity. He believes Davis's mission goes deeper than a win, it's about defending the art form itself. Years of discipline, timing, and technical mastery must now prove that boxing's foundation can't be overshadowed by fame or social media buzz. As Sonnen explained, Davis's performance has to be more than entertaining, it has to educate the audience on what real boxing excellence looks like. A decisive knockout wouldn't just end the fight, it would echo as a statement, a reminder that pure skill, refined over years, still stands taller than any promotional headline. As fight week draws near, fresh training footage and insider accounts have revealed that Gervonta Davis is putting himself through a level of preparation few would dare attempt, sparring against full-fledged heavyweights in sessions that feel more like real bouts than practice. These aren't light drills or tune-ups, they're intense, high-speed tests designed to stretch Davis's limits and sharpen every tool in his arsenal. His coaches explain that by taking on bigger, stronger opponents in the gym, they're conditioning him to stay calm and in control when it matters most, under the bright lights, when every punch counts. Each sparring round is a deliberate experiment in adaptation. The heavyweights push Davis to refine his defensive reflexes, tighten his guard, and master the art of producing knockout power efficiently, without overextending against larger frames. The improvements are evident, with every exchange, his rhythm grows sharper, his footwork more precise, and his confidence more unshakable. It's a bold, strategic method, one built on respect for both the sport and the challenge Jake Paul presents. Davis isn't taking shortcuts or relying on reputation.
You do have one guy who, he's smaller, but he's a top fighter, he can punch, and he's fighting a guy who's not a top pro fighter, who's bigger. What if he hits him on the chin? What if he hits him on the chin? It'll wind up selling. And that's what'll wind up selling it. The what if. What if Tank makes him do a cha-cha? He hits him on the chin, and Jake Paul, we're gonna find out if he can dance. Whoa, 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 whoa! You know, do the cha-cha. That's what's gonna sell it, and you can't argue that. What if you can't? I know I get to places that other people won't go and everything else. They just dismiss stuff because it's easier to do that. It's safer to do that. You don't have to bows and arrows coming at you from people that argue with you because you did that. But I don't care. I've had bows and arrows my whole life. I don't care. But that's true. That what if? What if this guy who is a real good puncher, who is one of the best fighters in the world right now, what if he hits him? What if he makes a miss and he counters him? Or he jumps up in the air. Jump up in the air. Bang! And he hits him. Sid Terrace. Sid Terrace was a great fighter. No, not the 1700s, but years ago. And Cus D'Amato told me he loves Sid Terrace. He said, Teddy, he used to jump up in the air and hit you with 3 jabs. I said, whoa, man, Sid Terrace. All right. Anyway, look, I can't finish without saying that it did invoke some memories and thoughts that we've been here before in a different way, where Jake Paul's brother fought Mayweather. That's not forget. And I'm not saying I like that either. I mean, first of all, Mayweather was past his prime. He was already retired. He was older, everything, but he's still the great Mayweather. And Mayweather was fighting a guy, what was it, 50-pound difference, 60-pound difference, whatever it was. And that size made a difference. It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.